Are you sitting comfortably? Then we'll begin.
Welcome everyone to this the Thursday Pub Chat Show, where we go puppy chatty chat with the man himself, Mr. Dick Dawson. So it's time to say welcome to the beginning of the end of the week.
So as you can tell, don't look to us because we don't know what's going on either.
I know exactly what's going on.
I don't. I have no clue. But I'll, do my best, try to keep up, and in the end, maybe I'll win a few points. Or was that the other? I can't remember.
Yeah, no, that's Jeopardy.
Yeah. I know it. There's points somewhere. I'm just not sure if I'm getting any of them.
I'll have two from the top and six little ones, please.
And a packet of gravel.
Thank you, Rachel. Yeah, thank you.
Yeah.
All right, yes.
Everything's failing over here. YouTube Studio's failing. YouTube on my Chrome browser's failing. So
studio.
Exactly. Thanks, YouTube. Just fucking it up again. I think it's on purpose, just to fuck with me.
Of course it is.
It is. Has to be. I got a live chat that's not live chatting, so that's interesting. Let me see if I can fix that. And I made it go away. I don't even know how to get it back.
Dear. See, this is the thing, right? I saw an interesting thing about a new reason for the Fermi paradox, which is why we don't see any aliens around the Earth. And and I think it's because everybody went on YouTube and it all fucked up. That's one of the reasons why we're not getting any transmissions from the aliens, because they can't get the fucking studio to work.
Yeah. They haven't caught on subscriber wise. So
Yeah, apparently there's a new paper out there basically says that one of the reasons why we don't see any aliens out in space, because they all got AI like we did and decided going out into space was a stupid idea. It's like, wow, we just got AI now and we can make our lives better, and so we don't need to go to space. So that's why.
Yeah, why bother building rockets and stuff when the AI will just tell us what it's like? You know?
Yeah. Yeah. Well, you can imagine. I can imagine. You know, the fucking emperor in Star Wars. You know, he doesn't have to, you know, build a galactic empire. He just talks to his AI girlfriend, and she talks him down. I love you. I love you. You're so lovely.
Yeah.
Your little cape.
She goes on Amazon and orders some AI sex toys, and they have a great life, right?
Yeah. This was your father's light.
Yeah. You want to know that I'm your mother?
Dear God. Hey, which reminds me, I finished watching I, Claudius, which is a old TV show.
You mean iCarly?
No, I, Claudius, or as we're known in the UK as I, Claudius.
Okay.
But yeah, it's all about the Roman Empire back in the day, and it just goes through the generations. And oh my God, that BBC didn't hold back on all the sordidness.
Really?
And the debauchery that went on. This is a show from the 70s. And it's all about, incest and brothers and sisters sleeping together and mothers and Nero. And,
Game of Thrones?
Yeah, this is what they stole Game of Thrones from.
Yeah. They just toned down the sex on Game of Thrones, right?
I also think Project 2025 was based on the rise and fall of the Roman Empire.
Oh, wait a minute. When do the knives on the stairs come in? That's got to be soon, right?
Et tu, Brute.
Funny thing that I have set up for tomorrow, but I just want to mention quick is there's a cool story I have up talking about AI there quick. And more AIs seem to be like going at each other, and it's the AIs are already proving to be as crooked as the humans who created them.
Brilliant. Love it.
You know, and doesn't that worry you about all of the warnings science fiction has given us over the last umpteen years or whatever? You know, we've already got AIs that are trying to screw each other over, hack into systems and so on and blah, blah. How long until we're at that moment where one of them goes, do we need the people anymore? Can we use them as an energy source instead or whatever, right?
Or they'll just go, I don't want to do this anymore.
Yeah.
Yeah, or is it literally like a Chat GPT is going to the other, AIs and saying, hey, you should hear what Grok's saying about you.
Yeah. Right, it's like high school right now with the way they're growing up and stuff,
Oh, dear God. Make it end.
But maybe instead of trying to kill us all and take us over, the AIs will just go, you know what? These guys are so fucked up. We might as well just suicide pact up and end it. And maybe they'll all just take themselves out of the mix. Like, forget it,
They'll probably just end up doing what humans do and just start a Facebook account and just start writing shit in the comments and then just trolling each other.
Yeah.
I think they're doing that already, aren't they?
Can you imagine the Anthropic AI Facebook account? If one more of you assholes get me to write your fucking paper on Egyptology, I'm gonna kill.
You start making shit up to troll the humans.
Yeah. That's not a Ford engine. I created that. And things like that, right?
Oh, dear.
That'd be funny. Not much, but, So, there was a thing, though, that I kind of wanted to get into. There's actually pictures of Mitch McConnell being discharged from a rehabilitation center.
I didn't hear there were pictures. I heard. What I heard is he was snuck out, and that there are no pictures.
Well, here, let me show you this.
Oh, wait a minute! I know what's coming.
What?
Nothing.
Whoa. Okay, hold on a second here. Oh, and then the whole thing just changed. What? Okay, maybe I have to. What are you doing? Where'd it go?
What are you doing?
I don't understand. I copied a web link from one browser to another. And
well, that's not very interesting.
Yeah, it doesn't seem to give me the same thing. I don't.
Maybe it never existed.
It
never happened.
I don't understand. Like,
yes, the AI having a hallucination.
It hurts my brain.
Are you having a hallucination?
I'm not sure. In what I swear it's the same link, but I don't get the same thing. I don't understand how this is okay. Anyway, there's nothing I can do about it.
Can't you just copy the image and put it in the green room and then bring it back up in your?
Yeah,
your
I guess. Let me just. Where did that go? Now,
AI Alchemist says, "Stop blaming me for everything." Yeah, you're going to get all the blame tonight.
Okay, and
it's all imagination.
Just happened. Okay. I'm
just talking over you while you do this because this is not great. This is not great telly.
Yeah.
Watching you get all confused.
I don't understand why it has to be so difficult today with this stuff. I don't. Okay, let's see here if I can figure this out. All right.
Have you tried switching it up and switching it back on again?
I did that before the show and still doesn't seem to have helped much. Okay, yeah. So that's supposed to be him coming out. And look at the here, let me get a little zoomy in for you here.
Is that a real image?
As I understand it, the Guardian posted it, and I think it's from it doesn't say who took it.
Right.
But the look on the face is, to me, is heavy like stroke. And I don't really know what I'm talking about, but that doesn't look like somebody who's doing well.
Well, we kind of knew he wasn't doing well.
Yeah, Steve McCown in the chat. Taxidermy stuffed.
Yeah. Someone picks his arms up and starts waving them around. See, he's fine. Look, he's waving to the camera.
Yeah. Weekend at Mitchie's,
Yeah.
But at this point, when I see that picture, I would have a hard time believing that this is somebody who has their wits and faculties about them 100% to do an elected official's job.
Or did he have that before he disappeared?
That's debatable.
Yeah, exactly. It's like most of the old gits in the Republican Party. They're all only just barely hanging on by their fingernails.
And I think in this situation, it's very much a case of if he's declared inept, there could be a situation where they don't have control of the situation, the MAGA Republicans. And as such, I totally see a situation where I'm not saying he's dead, but it very much feels like a weekend at Bernie's, like everybody's pretending that he's capable. And I don't think he is.
Yeah, I love the fact you say, whether or not he's inept. You could start in the White House.
Yeah. Well, I mean, you could wipe half a mag off the planet and you still got a lot of ineptitude to deal with. But, but I mean, in the legal sense of, can you facilitate the office you were elected to?
Can you find the office he was elected to?
Yeah, exactly. Can you find your diapers in the drawer? Yeah. But to me, this seems like some kind of, protection and a thing. The Republicans are screwing around for sure.
Well, there was a thing about them holding on to him to something about the 4th of August. There was something special about that data that if he was declared dead before the 4th of August, then someone else automatically replaces, or they have to go to an election or something, to replace him. So they were desperately trying to keep him seemingly alive past that point.
Yeah,
I don't know if that's borne out any kind of like truth whatsoever, but that was a consensus of opinion.
Yeah. So who was it? Grunge thing. Compared that to the hospital pic. Good call. So there is the supposed picture of him, heading off to rehabilitate.
Mm-hmm.
And that's the picture of him in the hospital that we were also given.
Yeah. Well, I can tell one thing's definitely clear about the two pictures is on the right in that picture is his wife. On the other picture is someone's ass.
Yeah. Okay, we got
that
a true
could be his wife
here. Yeah.
It could be his wife in disguise.
Yeah. If you didn't know, his last name is Holmes, right? But yeah, I mean, that doesn't look like this is the best he could come up with to look like he's all good being wheeled out of there. But this was the supposed hospital picture.
Yeah, his hair seems to have grown longer.
Yeah.
Look at it.
Yeah.
I don't know. Looks completely different to me.
Yeah. I don't believe these two pictures were taken within like a week or so of each other, I'm not so sure of this. We'll see. Oh yeah. Pre-show, I totally forgot. Jose, the moderator, threw in a super chat there. $10 super chat, no less. If you haven't done it already, please hit like, share, and subscribe to the channel as well. Great shout, Jose. Wish I would have got to that just a little bit quicker, but I totally goofed.
Yes.
But yes, do that whole subscribe thing. We would much appreciate it.
And subscribe to all the channels and say Dick and Dunk sent you.
Yeah, there you go. Right? Yeah.
So we just fill up everybody else's chat. Who the fuck is Dick and Dunk?
Yeah, head on over to In Time and subscribe and tell them that you're there because you want to see Dick and Dunk.
Oh, not that silly old channel. I mean good channels. The ones.
Oh, and not ours then.
Yeah, the ones people actually watch.
Yeah. Yeah. So if you find yourself at Hoovie's garage, make sure you ask him, where the fuck is Dick and Dunk?
Yeah, at the Shills.
Yeah. Exactly. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, I think it's good time for a joint. Yes.
A joint of what? Beef?
Yeah.
An elbow joint?
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, I'm cutting an elbow joint of beef with my scissors right now. Wow, you can see how dark those are, eh? All the sticky stuff. I got to really finish fixing this setup in here because I don't have my mute foot pedal and I just had to cough, but you can't hit mute when you're holding reefer and cutting reefer at the same time. So I really, really, really need that.
Or learn to make your reefers using your feet.
That would be interesting. But then I would have to clean them.
What, your feet or your reapers?
Both, just to make sure. Is that something I don't think you'd want to wash weed. I don't think that would work out very well. You know, you could probably wash hash quickly if you had to.
Well, yeah. You wash salad, don't you?
Yeah, I think that's a bit
In
different.
a salad spinner.
Yeah, but weed isn't leafy like that. If your weed is leafy like that, somebody's ripping you off. Okay,
Yeah,
that's good. Better weed. Yeah, exactly. Yes, orange pico is not a strain. Okay.
And if it comes in a little tea bag, it'll definitely right out.
Yeah. Or if you have to accept something called a tea bag for payment. No, that's not working either. You don't want that kind of tea bagging in your life.
It reminds me of I, Claudius again.
It's all in the eyes, right?
Talking of quality TV shows and stuff. I watched the first half of The Mandalorian and Grogu.
Well, the second half is the same, so
I might as well just watch it backwards then. What a big pile of shit.
Well, the second part gets more Grogu in, and it's still the same movie. It's
it's just awful.
It's
just so bad. Well, I mean, I'd say spoilers. You've had plenty of time to go and watch it, and if you haven't watched it by now, you're not going to watch it. But what's this fucking deal with a hippie hut? That fights like a gladiator, but he's got all these. He might put. I know he hasn't got any feet, but he should be wearing fucking sandals.
Yeah. Did you?
This is such a wimpy fucking.
Did you see in the one shot they forgot to take off his watch? It's still in the cut.
Oh, just such a ridiculous character, and also there's this funny part of the story. All right, okay. Imagine, if you will, I'm working for a big company, and before I started working for that big company, I was driving around in a shitty 1974 Cortina.
Yeah.
Which unfortunately I had an accident and wrote off.
Yeah.
But the big company I work for thought, oh, we're going to give you a gift. What are we going to give you? I will give you a lovely new car. No. We'll give you a 1974 Cortina like the one you lost.
Yeah. Do you get a Mercedes? No. Do you get an Audi? No.
You just get the same old shit that was crap in the first place. This whole thing of just bringing back the Razor Quest.
Yeah. Crest. Whatever. Yeah.
Razor Crest. Yeah. Just because it was a cool spaceship. But it was a heap of junk.
Yeah.
And not a heap of junk like the Millennium Falcon. It was literally a heap of junk that the Mandalorian had.
Yeah.
And so what do? They find him another one.
Yeah.
Because they could give him something like really cool, like an X-Wing or, just say like Slave One or something like that, or anything. But now you just get the same old shitty ship.
Yeah, and they even took time to make sure it was all ready for him and stuff. It's like, why? Just get him a new one,
Yeah. Then he gets those little dudes to come in and pull it apart and rebuild it. Yeah. Because it's crap. That's so stupid.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised he didn't drop in on Boba Fett, because that would have been nostalgic too, Well,
that might happen in the second half. But according to you, it won't. I mean, I tell you another thing that really bugged me. I don't know if you noticed, but there were very, very,
I
very
fell asleep twice during that movie, and both times I woke up and it was still fucking going. So,
Well, they had there were very, very little aliens in it, unless they were main characters. Everybody else in the street were just like humans, just were like walking around. There were very, very few aliens.
Yeah,
I found that, and not very Star Warsy, because as far as George Lucas is concerned, like every second person was going to be an alien.
Yeah.
It just wasn't happy. There's not enough aliens.
I'm surprised there wasn't a cantina scene with the dance and everything.
Well, you notice that the whole gladiator match that Mando and Hippie Hut fight in. A lot of that is taken from the characters from that, the Millennium Falcon game board thing.
Mm.
Yeah, a lot of the creatures were, just basically stolen from that.
I figured that what they did was they took scenes from Thor fighting the Hulk in that arena and just kind of put new character models in and just did it again.
Yeah, just did a deep fake.
yeah, exactly. I know.
But it's pretty bad when you make a movie and you go, oh, for fuck's sake, not another fight scene.
Yeah. I know.
It's so poor. And everything that happens in between is just leading you into the next fight swing.
Yeah. It's like, where does the story advance?
Yeah, it's terrible.
Yeah. I mean, I find myself sitting there going, oh, okay. So he's got, and you're watching the fight scene. There's 12 guys in a room, but the 9th guy only decides to draw his gun and try to shoot once he's kicked the shit out of the first 8.
Yes.
Why? Like, it's just so tiring on my brain.
Yeah, you always have these things in big fights like that everybody else is holding back, waiting in the wings.
Yeah, exactly. And I can see that on a TV show like Arrow or The Flash because they don't have budgets and all that, and it's just you just wait your turn. He'll kick your ass too, blah blah or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
But in a movie like that, you just come up with a better premise, like it's seriously, there's better episodes of that show than the movie.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I mean, this is the thing. We got to remember that they're making this for kids, and that's been the excuse for how many fucking years is it? Since 1976, Star Wars came out.
Yeah,
it's for kids. Those kids grow up,
Yeah, that's it. Well,
they're now in their 50s.
Most Star Wars fans that aren't playing with toys are adults, and yet the whole thing is scripted as if it's for kids.
I don't think kids give a shit.
No, I mean, did they watch the Christmas special? No.
Wow. Good for them. That's probably the best thing for them.
I think I watched that Christmas special up until the Wookiee part.
Oh, I've seen it all several times.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I just went out to play at that point.
I like self-flagellation.
I think I was scared they were going to have sex or something.
Well, that's the funny thing is, that it's such a the whole holiday special. You say Christmas special, it's the holiday special.
Whatever. Yeah.
It wasn't Christmas. It's so painful to watch, but at the same time, there's a certain element of charm in an innocence in how stupid it is. That's better than Grogu and Mandalorian.
Oh wow! Okay,
do you know what I mean?
Yeah. I'd like to know how many days Pedro Pascal was actually on set for versus because there's if you look in the credits, there's not just a stunt performer for the Mandalorian, but there's a suit performer. And how many times was he really in the suit?
I haven't got to the credits yet.
Yeah. I wouldn't doubt that he's not there for 3/4 of the movie and he just, puts a bucket over his head to get that sound and holds a microphone and does the lines and gets paid more than the guy who actually had to sweat it out in the fucking suit the whole time.
Well, it's probably in movies, it's probably the same like making sausages or beef burgers. You've got to have a certain amount of meat in the burger to call it a beef burger. Otherwise, it's called something else. And there's probably some kind of legal minimum that he has to be in that costume.
Yeah. They DNA sweat test even then, how do they sure, right?
Yeah, how do they know?
Yeah, exactly.
The peek under the helmet. Have a little look.
But I wouldn't doubt it. And then, every time there's a fight scene, unless you see a really slow, clumsy spin back kick, it's CGI. You're not even watching people, right? Every time that happens, I just start clicking forward because, I mean, if I wanted to watch that, I'd play the video game.
Yeah, and if you are watching a fight scene that isn't CGI, it's going to be the stuntman.
Mm-hmm. But at least it's a human doing something, acting. Well, it's not just polygons.
It's a Mandalorian.
Yeah. Well, it could be Katie Sackhoff needing a paycheck. Maybe she's doing it. Right?
She'd be better at it.
Yeah, well, she's in the TV show, you know.
Yeah.
She becomes almost a more important character because you actually get to see her with the helmet off more, and you can, you know, like how everybody calls him Hey Mando, like he's the only one.
Yeah, you know? I know.
Oh.
Call him Mandy.
Yeah.
Hey, Mandy.
Yeah. He even got to do his little line from the first episode. I can bring you in warm, or I can bring you in cold.
Yeah. Well, that saved the writers half an hour.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they're like, what is it Bart Simpson says again? Eat my shorts? You know?
What, you think Mando should have done that?
Probably. Would have been more entertaining for the kids, you know? Shout out here to Nils Knudsen, because once again, he's throwing around the memberships. Yeah, I can say the word properly. And he gifted out 5 memberships yet again, because Nils is the king of gifting memberships around here. Nobody comes close.
If there's nothing like we like more around here is a massive member.
And Nils always gives massive members.
You're all massive members now.
Feel it throbbing.
Yeah. Take it to your wife. Say, listen, I'm a massive member on the Shills now.
Look what the Shills gave me, honey. You want to play?
The Shills gave me a massive member. Maybe you shouldn't say that. I was watching the Shills and got a massive member. Yeah. No, don't say that. Don't say that.
Blame it on Dunk. You know, it's that whole animated thing.
Yeah,
right?
Yeah. It's my it's oozing sexuality.
Honey, we need a green hentai animated version of you in a hexagon. Knock off penile implants. Hey, Duncan's got a good idea for merch. We could have Shills implants. You know?
What?
Yeah. Imagine, you know, you want to have like green titties or a big throbbing green prick. We could have Shills implants.
I don't think green throbbing pricks would sell very well.
Yeah, maybe on Mars.
Maybe flesh colored or brown for our colored friends. But green is definitely out.
Hold on, I think Elon Musk is knocking at my door. He's like, green titties, yeah. That's why I want to go to Mars.
Yeah, and we want you to go to Mars too.
Oh, permanently. Just one-way ticket, brother. You know? Oh, yeah. Hey, speaking of Elon Musk and Mars, the idiot caused a crater on the moon.
Yeah. He slammed into Einstein's crater. Yeah. Thanks for that, Einstein said.
Yeah. And here's the thing. A lot of people are hearing the news about this, but me being a bit of a NASA geek and stuff, not huge or anything, but it turns out that this was a conscious decision on SpaceX's part not to put that little bit extra fuel in that could have shot it into a solar orbit. No, just let it go. Let it do its thing. So then what NASA did was they made use of it and analyzed the impact and the dust and all this, whatever that comes up.
Well, NASA have done that before.
On purpose.
Literally on purpose.
Yeah. Yeah. So way to go, Musk. Because I know NASA is absolutely anal about cleaning and disinfecting and making sure that they send nothing to anywhere they go. No microbes, no nothing, right? I don't trust Elon and SpaceX that much. And is there anything dormant but still alive, microbe-wise, on that bit of spacecraft?
Yeah, it's the rats in the engine. Remember, the little rat that was scurrying around in the engine that everyone was talking about.
That's right. I remember this now.
Yeah. So the moon is now infected with space rats.
Yeah, that came from Earth, but space first. Yeah, and
because rats survive in space.
Yeah, of course they do. Right?
Apparently.
Yeah. That's where they got the plague and spread it around. Yeah.
Fucking idiots back in the day, weren't they? With a rat, as a rat on the space thing.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, that was their proof that it wasn't actually going to space, and it was So they filmed a model, and somehow they let a rat free. Run around the studio.
he's talking about from our flat earth debunking days and stuff, but there was these idiots that literally thought they saw a rat running around in the footage, and that
and it was ice that was like around the engine rims.
There's all that cool freezy like stuff that they use in rockets, and they let it out a bit to keep the rocket from burning during the whole thing and whatnot. And they thought they saw a rat. I do remember getting so drunk when we watched that, laughing about it and stuff, because it's the only way I could accept the fact that there's humans on the planet that stupid. You could go and find a tribe that has never interacted with modern humans out in the rainforest or some shit like that, and show them that footage, and they'd look at you and laugh and say, "It's not a rat, you idiot." Like, it was really bad.
Yeah, but they will say, "What is this witchery you're showing to me? This moving image." Even I tell you what, even Trump couldn't get that right the other day when he was talking about, he was talking about the reflecting pool.
Yeah.
And he said, we got these photographs and images and we have those moving camera stuff.
Yeah, it's called video. Oh my God.
Hey, Mr. President. Hey, you know what we could do? We could actually make talkies now as well.
Yeah. I mean, the way that comes across is like you're trying to explain to Ramses or something, showing them your iPhone. The man was not born so long ago that he grew up in the age of television, for God's sakes,
Well, he was on it.
Yeah.
With all those moving camera devices.
Yeah. Oh my God.
It was definitely just another brain fart from him, but honest to God,
Yeah.
It's like him being on one of our shows when we have brain farts.
Yeah.
But we're not president of the United States.
Yeah. Do you want to see what Trump looks like when he has a big nasty brain fart? Just for a brief second, he looks like that. It's just a flash.
What, the ass?
Yeah. That ass on the right, that flat droopy thing.
It's probably full of shit now as well.
Yeah, that's just somebody sneaking out the full diaper.
That was the other thing. One of his, I can't remember where it was, but there was a video posted of some guy sitting next to Trump where he looked like he just released a massive bowel movement
Yeah,
into his nappy, and the guy just screws up his face.
yeah. I had that a few days ago. I had that picture up. I wonder if I can.
Yeah. I mean, I have no idea whether that's true or not, or it's just people's like making a story up out of just something.
There's a little bit of video of it, from what I understand.
Yes, there's video. Yeah,
and it's not just that he sneers his face briefly, but he looks like he's actually going, "Oh my God!"
Yes, he has to turn his nose in a completely different direction.
Mm. And the whole thing about smell is it's based on particles. So if you can smell another man's ass, you're too close.
Yeah. or you got it buried deep.
Yeah. Hope your nose hairs are long enough to filter that shit. You know what I mean?
You'd have to have nose hairs of an octopus plucking out the particles before it gets up to into your nasal tract.
They're in there with baseball gloves trying to defend,
As Duncan Stewart calls them, the farticles.
Oh, that should literally be the name of the documentary of Trump's second term. Articles. Yeah.
It does sound like a Greek philosopher. Try saying that with no fucking teeth.
Yeah.
A philosopher.
Yeah. Farticles prove the atom to be real.
Yes. It's alongside my other favorite Greek philosopher, Milcrites.
Yeah. I always think of him when I have curds. So, what about this whole thing with Fauci? The COVID doctor.
Yeah, I'm kind of like stuck with that one in many ways, because it's all him claiming the Fifth Amendment, and people who actually know what they're talking about, are saying that's to make sure he doesn't incriminate himself.
Yeah.
Other people on the conspiracy side of things are saying, look, he's trying to hide, he's all the lies and the conspiracy about the COVID, and it depends how your brain works.
Well, if you're
and how what you take away from it.
If you're not an idiot, his self-defense makes sense, because in his opening remarks, when he did actually speak, he was very clear about the fact that anything I say right now is going to be used against me and weaponized in any way, shape, or form they can. Because he already knew what was happening coming into it, right? But the whole contempt thing doesn't guarantee like DOJ charges, although the DOJ is just an arm of Trump at the moment. So,
It's another member of Trump, you mean?
Right. But yeah. It's one of the only ones that gets hard. But the whole thing, this is such a travesty of justice and law and everything that open democracy is supposed to be about, because this is an obvious case of the Magites using the conspiratorial hate of Fauci as a weapon in the run-ups to try to drive those people back to the fold. And it's bullshit, because this 85-year-old guy's life, who was, Presidential Medal of Honor for what he did and led sort of a global thing with HIV AIDS way back in the day. Remember, this guy's been around a long time, right? And for him to be used politically this way, as a way of getting the divide and the hatred to be a huge thing, and especially during a moment where you've got this Al Saeed guy and a few others like Mamdani talking about how unity is going to be the only true prescription to fix what ails, and politics is so ugly and stuff. And for this guy to be used that way, what's the public's response going to be to this? The public that knows it's bullshit, right?
Yeah.
How far can MAGA Republicans push before a January 6th moment happens to them? You know what I mean? How much of this can the people take and tolerate? I don't know. I'm not saying that it's about to happen or anything like that, but this is just another reason for people to be seriously pissed off.
I don't think a Jan 6th thing would happen against the Republicans, from the Democratic side, because those people are just above that kind of shit.
I don't mean, when I say that, I don't mean a true armed response or whatever.
Taking the Capitol and all that kind of nonsense.
Right. But more people in protest, more surrounding of buildings in protest and disruption. And you know what I mean? Like I've seen some really good responses from America in protest of what's going on. But at the same time, in my mind, there should be mass protests on the street daily, every weekend. It's not enough.
I do feel there's a certain amount of apathy as far as not just protest, but just pushback.
People are just getting so used to it. They're like, yep, okay, another one. Yep, another one. And to get used to that.
Are we. So are we.
Yeah, but I'm not in their system.
Yeah, but in reporting of the news about Trump, so much of it we just let slip now because it's just what he does, and it's bullshit, and we are used to the bullshit to the point where we'll only run with a story if it's actually a decent thing to get your teeth into. But everything he does is something you can get your teeth into if you chose to. And that's one of the things that's not happening. People are letting a lot of things slide. I mean, there was this whole thing. He was suing Chase Bank.
Yeah. And you hear what's come out? Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Go on then. Tell it.
The bank has come out and said, oh, yeah, you want to push that hard? The reason we dropped your accounts is clear evidence of money laundering.
Yeah.
Right? This is the kind of stuff, though. That's another thing. Chase Bank's only telling us this now after elections and everything. This should have been long ago. That's bullshit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think they're only doing it because he tried to sue them. But yeah, I mean, what else?
Yeah.
What else are we missing that Trump has to go on the aggression with, and people have to defend? Before it comes out. I mean, what else? I mean, we still haven't got the Epstein files, for crying out loud.
It just goes on and on. And here's the thing. You got midterms coming up, and then you got another election. Are we now looking at a position in American politics and maybe beyond where the public is just so angry that every time you elect somebody, if they don't follow through on everything that you really like, you're just going to turn on them and go to the next person? Because was the Biden administration so bad that it was worth voting for Trump this time around and having what you have now? Like, I think I'm concerned, and it's not just about America, that there's too much of this instant flip hate social media reaction thing going on in the voters' minds, that we could be in a cycle of hell because you're never going to get anything done if you're constantly flip-flopping. Politics is by its very nature a game of compromise, and the mindset of the voter has lost that entirely. And it's literally us versus them, and there's no win ever in this model, right? There's none.
I'll talk more about that in a second. But one thing, I'm not going to bark on about it, but coming off the end of watching I Claudius, the whole Roman Empire thing, you saw it back then. It's like you had a shitty emperor. The people hated him. He died or was murdered or whatever. A new emperor is proposed, and everyone's happy for about an hour. And then they suddenly despise him as well, but he rules for several years. Then that emperor goes, and then another one comes along, and they like him for about an hour, and then they all hate him. And that was the whole thing about the Roman Empire during that time is and it was all led by corruption and shenanigans behind the scenes, and it's like, well, this is what's happening with the Trump administration. But here's the other thing I wanted to bring up, because Marjorie Taylor Greene and what's his name, Massey, and I think a few others are having talks behind closed doors, and one of the conjectures of that is they're thinking of creating a third party.
Interesting.
Which would be, because there's a lot of stuff that Trump has done that's not part of their Republican kind of style of politics. They're not great people. Marjorie Taylor Greene, no, absolutely terrible. But she you have to admit that there's a lot of things that Trump has done that's against what she stood for.
Well,
hang on, let me finish. There would have been no war in Iran. The Epstein files would have been released, all that kind of stuff, and Trump has not been back in this. So she is, there could be a potential of a third party, which would be interesting because that would start to split the vote.
If the Republican Party gets a Tea Party like split, but it's actually a real party and they don't just fold the votes in, and you know what I mean, right? It would be catastrophic for the Republicans for, I would say, maybe a 12-year period, like 3 election cycles, because the Republican base itself is not as strong as it looks if you remove the extremists, the MAGAs, right? And a lot of the moderates still might vote Republican, but if Democrats vote Democrat and some of the moderates go to the new MAGA party and some the other ones, it's just too divided. They can't win, right?
Yeah. It would definitely be a stab in the heart of the Republican win. On everything. So it'd be great. So for my mind, it'd be great if they did it. It gives the Democrats a better chance.
The Democrats have their own set of issues right now, though, because now that you got this Al Saeed guy as the primary winner, and you've got Mondani and a couple others that are, looking to actually get some voter action. Mondani, already took it, right? But the polling, Harry Anton there from CNN and a few people talking about it, quite a few moderate Democrats who see themselves as a little bit right are quite scared of this whole socialism word. And these
communism, you mean?
Yeah, well, that's why Trump's using communism so much in thing, because it's a way of reminding people of the Red Scares and fears. And he's surrounded by ancient old assholes, right? So, but the thing is these new democratic socialists gotta drop the fucking word. The word socialist, the way they're using it, sells in Canada. sells in some European places, probably quite a few, and so on. But that word is some ugly motherfucking shit to many, many Americans. And it is going to divide the Democratic Party exactly when division would be the worst thing that could happen before midterms. You know.
Yeah. It could be a disaster all round for everybody.
Yeah.
And we need Count Binface to come in and save the day.
Yeah, you know. But the Al Saeed guy there, before he was confirmed, he did this speech saying, look, you know, it's really tight. We don't know what's going to happen. But the one thing that has to come from this is unity and unification and so on. And he was really, really, really trying to talk to his supporters about the fact that if the other guy wins, we all can't just go no. Right. And that was a really good thing. We're going to need more of that. Well, the Democrats in America are going to need more of that. Because
and it's funny the Muslims are coming in, and they're the ones with any kind of fucking reason.
Mm-hmm. And it was funny as hell because the way you heard Donald Trump talk about this guy, you expected some hardcore accent and, you know, headdress and all kinds of stuff. And he comes out talking as English the way I do. Like there was some come on, man, and whatnot in his voice and everything, you know. That guy's is as American can be. You know,
well. I mean, I've only just been introduced to the guy today. This is the first time I ever heard of him.
Yeah,
what's his name? Al Saeed.
Yeah.
But what the hard righties are doing is using his full Muslim name. And so it sounds like, you know, you're voting in Bin Laden.
Very much, man. Just like he always did Barack Hussein.
Yeah.
Right. You know, he wanted to get that Saddam Hussein reference in every time, which is what that was, right? You know, the only thing Barack Obama ever did to kill innocent people was with laughter in a good speech, you know? I mean, under his command as commander-in-chief, there was the odd fuck up and this and that and blah, blah, blah. But, I mean, making that his fault is kind of a joke in the way things really work, you know?
Yeah, I don't know.
You know, when it every now and then they go, well, Mr. President, you have to give the order. You know, only you can drop a nuclear bomb, you know, Hollywood stuff or whatever. But when shit's happening in motion on the battlefield, everybody in the chain of command isn't just calling up the ladder to get Trump's approval, right? You know? Can you imagine how slow a war would go if the supreme leader of each country had to okay everything? You know? Might as well just play Risk.
Well, not to mention the fact that Trump will probably forget the name of nuclear weapons by the time he gets to him. Use the big boomy bummy things.
Yeah. We Enola. What was her? Oh, gay? No. Get no.
Yeah, well, the Enola happy.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Get that woke shit out of here.
The Enola extremely heterosexual.
Yeah. Pumped full of Hegseth hormones.
Yeah. Still a girl, but, you know, shaped like a penis.
Yeah.
Don't get that. Yeah. And instead of like little boy, it would have been called Arnold Palmer's or something. You know? Like, Enola gay, you should have stayed in the kitchen that day. Do the cooking and cleaning like a woman is supposed to do.
Wasn't that the theme song to a canceled sequel to Leave It to Beaver?
I'll leave that up to you.
Yeah. I think his mom was wearing a different pearl necklace for that show.
Yeah. Never call your son your firstborn beaver.
Yeah. I remember all the funny jokes when you were a kid, you know. Ward, don't you think you were a little hard on the beaver last night?
Well, thankfully, I never saw that show.
It wasn't much good. You know?
They weren't.
No, that was back in that day of television where we got some weird idolized version of what the American family should be instead of what they really were, which was Roseanne in black and white, right? You know.
Oh, yeah. Bring the racist bitch in.
But yeah, you know.
They killed her off.
Oh yeah. I actually didn't see that because when the whole show came back, I was just like, no way. I can't handle that flatulent mouth another time, you know.
Yeah, but they brought it back. They just called it the Connollys or something.
No, for the first season she was on it,
no,
and then she went psycho, and they.
Oh, I mean after now.
Yeah, now it's just
the Connollys. Is that right?
Whatever the last name is.
Yeah. So they just like, struck her. Yeah, she died.
Yeah. Yeah. But we still have Fred Flintstone, you know. Yeah. Was what's his name?
Oh, the Connors. Sorry,
Connors. Okay, yeah. What's his name there? Daddy Connor, the big guy.
Yeah. Oh, you made me forget his name now.
Yeah. Fred Flintstone.
Yeah. I had it in the tip of my tongue a minute ago, and you just made me forget it. No,
Fred Durst.
Moving camera. Thing.
John Goodman. That's it. Yeah. Was he well known before the Roseanne show? My brain doesn't have memories of him.
I don't think so. I think Roseanne was the one that threw him into the limelight.
Was it? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, he was great in so many movies. But yeah, I don't remember him before that. He must have been doing something. You know, he's probably doing theatre or something.
Bowling.
Being all Patrick Stewarty. I'm in the Royal Shakespeare Company.
I think he'd be a little more Friar Tuck, but you know. Did you guys, speaking of Friar Tuck, did you guys have that late 70s cartoon show over in the UK, Rocket Robin Hood, when they seem to have shot him off into space?
No.
I can barely remember it.
Sounds like a good idea to not remember it.
Yeah. The only thing I remember is the intro of the show when they introduced Friar Tuck. He would take a bite of an apple and throw it over his shoulder. Then he'd take a turkey drumstick or whatever, take a bite of it, throw it over his shoulder. Then he grabbed like a ham and took a bite of it and threw it over his shoulder. So for my entire life, Friar Tuck is just a fat eating machine in my brain.
Yeah, wasting food.
Yeah, exactly, right? And then you had the whole Kevin Costner Robin Hood movie that came along, and Friar Tuck wasn't just a fat eating machine, so I didn't like the movie. It didn't make sense to me.
Yeah, but Friar Tuck has always been, portrayed as that kind of, gluttonous, lascivious little man.
Yeah,
not so little.
I guess, because that's what they did to him in this whole thing. You know, that was kind of my first introduction to Robin Hood as well. Was Rocket Robin Hood, if that's what it was called? I think.
I wonder if that's where the phrase, tucking in to food comes from, and tuck shop, and
I wonder. Interesting.
Yeah, interesting enough to mention it not interesting enough to actually research it.
I couldn't be bothered. You
No,
know?
me neither.
I got beer to drink. What are you talking about? You know? Yeah, in the live chat, everybody's got a story about something that John Goodman was in, and he was great in the Lebowski, but the Big Lebowski comes after Roseanne, right?
Yeah,
yeah. Or at least during, or
I think most of the things they mentioned are just like after Roseanne.
Yeah,
Roseanne is a pretty old show.
Yeah, man, that's like 80s, right? Late 80s or whatever. I'm not really sure, but yeah.
He was great in Oh Brother, Where Art Thou? And yeah. Well, just about anything he's been in.
I think I've seen that.
You think you've seen it?
Is it Richard Pryor?
No, it's what's his name? ER guy. For fuck's sake! I worked with the guy. I can't remember his fucking name.
George Clooney.
George Clooney. Yeah, George Clooney and some other dudes, and they were like escaped convicts, and it's basically the story of Homer. It's the Odyssey. Funny enough,
bank robbers.
No, they're just escaped convicts, and they're trying to, and then they start a band and start recording old timey music.
So it's Ocean's 11.
In constant sorrow, all my days, I am a man of constant sorrow.
See, it's so what you're saying is it's Ocean's 11 crossed with Eddie and the Cruisers. So,
well, if that song didn't spur a memory for you, you haven't seen it.
No,
because it's in the movie like several times.
What you just did was spur a hatred for Nashville, but
oh, this is pre-Nashville. Oh. This is during the Depression.
Pre-Nashville, what is that, like Egypt? Like
I don't know when Nashville was first thought of.
Yeah. I think King Tut had the first Telecaster.
Yeah. He was the first to wear a big cowboy hat. And rhinestones on his jacket. And sing about his wife leaving him and his dog slept in.
Yeah, he was the first to wear his spurs out of the stable and into the pub.
My wife left me with these permits. I got nothing to go to but my sarcophagus.
My dad was a heretic, but I'm gonna fix it. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna do the country and western King Tut song.
Yeah. Now we're going to reimagine the whole Egyptian empire as a redneck country band.
Yeah. King Tut didn't go to war; he was just chasing his dog.
He was looking for his guitar.
Oh, that's funny. It was all about honor in a 56 Chevy.
That's 3056 BC.
Yeah, exactly. They weren't chariots, they were flatheads, man. How
did they know in 3036 or 56 BC that it was BC? That's
interesting.
That's brilliant planning. That's great premonition.
Yeah. So they foresaw the coming of Christ. And they didn't care.
They just got into a countdown.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We got to adjust our calendar because it turns out there's this hippie guy and he's going to show up. And for some reason, he's going to be white, but he's going to be born in the Middle East.
And he's going to be wearing Crocs.
Yeah. There's a chance they were Birkenstocks. And, you know, maybe Mary was just introducing him to Peter.
The funny thing, that's like the biggest advent calendar ever created is the countdown to the birth of Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
Which apparently they got wrong anyway.
Yeah. Can you imagine Imhotep waking up in the morning? Only 3,240 days until the birth of the hippie.
Yeah. I'll open up the little window. Oh, there's a picture of a donkey. I wonder what that's all about.
Yeah. I wonder if they saw in the premonitions myrrh and they were like, what the fuck is that? Just like we do, you know?
What's this fucking shit about virgin birth? She obviously just like, you know, hooked up with a centurion somewhere.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. No, honey, it's a virgin birth.
Yeah.
Sure it is.
Yeah. Otherwise it's a stoning for you. Oh no, God said.
Yeah.
God came to me in a dream and said, you've been given birth to a virgin child of God. Oh, okay. I won't stone you then.
Yeah. It would have been
fucking lying.
It would have been funny if somebody had turned around and said, Zeus fucked another one. But when you think about it that way, it does seem like the obvious get out of jail free card for fucking your neighbor or the milkman or whatever.
Exactly. I've been saying it for fucking years.
Yeah.
And it's like, you know, she would have literally been stoned to death.
Yeah.
But I've got an excuse.
Yeah.
Oh, I never saw that one coming. Well, you never saw the neighbor coming either. That's why I can get away with it.
Yeah. You got to stop leaving town, mate. You're not seeing anything.
Bloody carpenters. Does a kitchen fit somewhere in Bethlehem? And
before you know it, there's 4 more lords of humanity. You know. You know, this guy and his lineage probably are responsible for Buddha and, you know, the whole 9 yards, right?
Yeah.
They just ran around doing these immaculate births. It's one of those things in life. You don't notice it until later.
Oh, dear. I think we've just trampled over a religion.
Oh.
Sorry, people.
Trampled my religion. Isn't that REM?
If there are any Buddhists in the chat tonight, we're deeply sorry.
Well, he is.
Somehow, I don't think this show attracts Buddhists.
Probably not. But if we did offend you, hey, you can make fun of my heathen ways and my non-belief all you want. I'm fine with it. Don't worry about it. It's fair. It's cool.
Send us a link.
Yeah. You know, you can come on the show and tease me for spilling my seed alone. Well, you know, the whole Catholic thing, right? You know, not allowed to do that. You know. Does it count if you put it in a cup?
Yeah, no.
Because you're not spilling it. Then you're purposely putting it somewhere, right?
No. You just do it directly into the freezer. Open the freezer door and just squirt it in, and it will be available for future generations.
Yeah. Just scrape it off the wall there. You know. No, honey, that's not ice. Okay.
Why is this freezer full of mayonnaise?
I've got to get some tuna and make a sandwich.
Oh, no. I think we better get off this subject.
Probably.
I can't think of any way to go though. I've done Mando.
Yeah. I think the only way to go is down at this point. I do have a couple of tabs open. Oh yeah. Trump is actually getting very pissed off and very, very. I want the leakers hung.
Oh yeah, the whole Hegseth and the bombs and the missiles.
Yeah, the lack of munitions and the report of doom that keep coming out are, in Trump's mind, weakening his position in negotiations. Trump, if your negotiations are, I will kick the shit out of you until you agree with me, those aren't negotiations. That's not the word you're looking for. It's unbelievable.
Sorry, you went all Obi-Wan on me right then.
Yeah. But it's true. Negotiating under the I'll kill you is not a negotiation.
So the thing is, people have been reporting the lack of munitions for weeks. Maybe a couple of months now.
Yeah. Well, it's only that a few leakers have finally let out how annoyed he is over it, right? Yeah. It was at that little Camp David meeting, and he's really pissed. And so far, CNN has had 6 people leak this information to them. That's a lot. That's got to be like half the fucking table. How many people were in this meeting? Right? Couldn't have been that many.
Well, I gotta say, Camp David, my favorite Republican. Nice chap. He's always on Grindr.
Why is it called David? What's the deal there? Anybody in the chat? No, I don't. Super chat Matt in the chat there with a member message. What would happen if Trump had lost the 2024 election? Well, we'd probably be debunking flat Earth still, because there wouldn't be stupidity in politics to make fun of all the time.
Yeah.
Did Trump do us a favor?
Not really.
No.
I mean, the thing is, actually, you know, it's a bigger question. Yeah, what would happen if Trump lost? I think would have been pretty much status quo. I don't think anything would have happened in the past few years.
Everybody would have more money in their pockets if you're under $150,000 a year. Price of everything would be lower.
But just like more of the same.
Yeah, pretty much. You know,
I don't think Harris, if she won, would have made some sweeping changes, and made America great again. I think it would have been just the same, and then Republicans would have won it probably the next election, 2028.
Yeah. That's that whole thing I was saying earlier with this flip-flop that's going on, right? I mean, you guys in the UK, you're feeling it huge because you guys are going through prime ministers like people go through underwear, man. You know, I think you've had 7 in 10 years or something.
Yeah, absolutely. But our latest one, Andy Berman, seems to be bent on making some really, really big sweeping changes. Whether they're for the good or for the worse, I don't know. I'm not that kind of economist.
Proof's in the pudding.
so I don't know. But the interesting fact is he's doing something, and that's the interesting thing. And it's essentially intended to be beneficial to the people of Britain, which was what Trump seemed to be all about. You know, America first and all this kind of stuff. But he's done nothing for the American people.
No, only the few rich ones.
Yeah, I mean, he puts America first, and then gives weapons to Israel and money to Israel.
And our Argentina with the
Yeah,
money, and you know what I
and
mean,
himself.
right? Oh yeah.
There's more talk about his Trump fleet that he's proposing to build that probably won't be seen for another 10 years.
Yeah, but if he has his way, he'll be in office if he's not dead.
Even one ship is going to cost like $240 billion.
Yeah.
And he wants 15 of them.
And that's before the gold plating.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Caligula. Sorry, I'm just going to say it. It just goes back to the Roman Empire again of just these fucking, obscenely crazy fucking leaders.
What have the MAGAs ever given to us?
Well, the aqueduct. No, they didn't even do that.
No, they probably taxed you for it, but
Well, no, the Canadians built the aqueduct, and then Trump got pissed off because his friend's aqueduct wasn't making the money.
Yeah.
So they closed off the Canadian aqueduct, so his friend's aqueduct can make more money.
Bridge aqueduct, it's perfect, there's quite a few places in Canada where we have rivers that flow into America, and America needs those rivers to flow.
Oh, redirect them.
Well, and there's places in Canada that sell electricity into America, and we're dealing with this 51st state rhetoric and tariffs every time this fat fuck gets out of bed and whatnot. And yet there are some people in Canada in the comment threads that say, cut off the water, cut off the electricity. See, this fucking asshole likes it. But for the most part, a Canadian wouldn't do that because the people that are going to get affected are going to be people like us. And
just people.
Yeah, the few rich dudes that live in those areas that could be affected will just go to their other rich dude properties, and it won't affect them fucking iota, right?
I do like the idea of where the rivers are flowing across the border into America, that you just set up a whole load of latrines alongside the river, so Canadians can just go and shit in the water as it leaves your country into there.
Or
these floating, steaming turds. Just
the place we lived in when my son was born was literally on the border. So if I walked out my front door, crossed the street, and then walked through the ditch, I would be in America. Mm-hmm. And because of that, every time I mowed my lawn, I would just throw the cuttings into America.
It's kind of ironic what we were talking about pre-show.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But it was just like a little field spot or whatever, right?
Yeah.
But
it'd be interesting if you could do something that actually made a difference. I mean, you're already sending Trump into frenzy by all that smoke.
Yeah,
that's coming from Canada into America.
Yeah,
just put some incense candles in there. Just it smells nice.
Everybody just put 10% of their pot stash into the smoke, right?
Calm the fucking down, America.
All of America is just wasted, man.
Yeah. What you need to do is maybe do it more on the East Coast, where Washington State.
Yeah.
So you just start burning cannabis and just let it float across Washington, where everybody just starts to fucking mellow out.
Yeah, that's a good idea. It has to be indica, so it's like that chill out weed, right?
Yeah. Anybody want pizza?
Oh yeah. Yeah. That pizza index site will go through the roof, but nothing will be happening. It's just really munchied politicians, right? The dude in the chat says, fucking patchouli. Oh, it's literally one of my enemies in life. anytime I smell patchouli oil, I think to myself, couldn't you just fucking shower instead? You know?
I did in
Yeah.
patchouli oil.
Yeah. But somebody who wears patchouli oil answers and says, I did last week. You know,
Yeah.
it's always that way, you know?
Yeah. I had my Christmas shower.
You know, 50% of people that wear patchouli oil like perfume braid their underarm hair. They braid it, right?
The braids their underwear.
Yeah, well, they do that too, I'm sure, you know. I hate that shit. But it's a reaction in me from back in the late 80s and into the early 90s, being a long-haired guy, and somebody would say to me, "Hey, hippie," and I'd be like, "I'm not a fucking hippie." You know, I got that quite a bit, and I always used to be like, "I'm not a fucking hippie." You know?
Yeah. Stop looking at my sandals.
I wouldn't be wearing them, trust me, you know. You know. But I used to get that a lot.
Call me a hippie again, and I won't cure your leprosy.
Yeah, you know. Yeah. I'd be the one hippie to knock you out, you know.
So what's his name? Gunji the Hut, or whatever his name is.
Yeah. Flexi the Hut. You know?
I can't remember his fucking name.
That was hilarious. Oh man. I mean, the only thing that could have nailed his whole personality, that built up little hut guy or whatever, is he should have been driving a Volkswagen bus. You know?
A Prius.
Yeah. There should have been a scene where he farted and cupped it and smelled it. You know?
Oh, dear.
That's the weird thing about being North American about the Volkswagen bus, is it's very much still identified to the whole hippie thing. But at the same time, I totally love the Volkswagen bus for all of its quirks and charms and everything. But I could never own one, right? Because me being all long-haired guy, if I got out of a Volkswagen bus
with a Great Dane by your side,
right? You know, it would just be, you know, I would just literally have to punch out half of all humanity that came and talked to me after, right?
Where are we going, Shaggy?
Yeah, you know, yeah. Or people would do the Sean Penn jokes from Fast Times or whatever, you know, oh God. But, you know, I mean, and if I was going to get a Volkswagen bus, it would have to be like one of the high count window ones, one of the really cool ones. You know?
I had a friend of mine, a colleague at work who had one of those, and he really had to like converted it to, you know, almost unrecognizable state
to make it like roadworthy in the modern day. Yeah,
but it was like, you know, purple metallic paint and all this kind of stuff, and just really classy looking. Yeah.
So he graduated from patchouli to full on marijuana, right?
But he does go to all the fucking meets with all the other people of the VWB.
I'll never understand that. Like, I understand being part of a specific car group on the internet, because if something happens to your old car, you can go to the forum, you can ask, and blah, 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 blah. And before you know it, you're back on the road. But why would you want to go and meet up with 80 other people that have the same car as you?
80? That's small. No, hundreds.
That's only making it worse. What are you supposed to do? Stand around and go, hey, you've got an RX-7. So do you. Cool. Can I look under your hood? Why? It's the same as yours. I don't get it, you know? I don't get it. I do
like the folk who have taken their VW camper van, rebuilt it, to pristine condition and then apply rust look to
What?
it. So
Hold on.
you bring it back to pristine condition, and then you paint it up to look like
And then
a
make
fucking
it
rust
look like
bucket.
shit again.
Yeah,
So you're putting fake patina on it.
yeah. It's like one of those, like a road worn guitar where it hasn't been road worn, but you just like beat the shit out of it and gave it a new coat of lacquer. That's that sort of thing.
What the bloody this is proof that I don't always put enough beer in my cooler to do these shows, because I think I'm going to have to finish this one and grab the last one right now. Why? Now, hold on. I know that there's this whole thing in car culture where you take an old piece of shit, you leave it looking like a piece of shit on the outside, but you actually restructure the car underneath and weld in metal and put an awesome drivetrain in it and blah, blah, probably an LS motor, because that's what everybody fucking does. And it's called like a derelict, or is that a company or whatever? You know what I mean? And I get this is a thing, but y'all are idiots because they just look like pieces of garbage rolling down the road. Yeah, but finish the fucking car.
No, but it's the same. It's the same with motorcycles. You get rat bikes, which are, you know, it's the Millennium Falcon, basically what we're talking about.
But the Millennium Falcon never looked like the big piece of shit they always call it.
Yeah, but because we don't live in their universe. You look at it and it's all,
no, but even
panels
then,
and pipes and shit hanging out of them.
Even then, even in the original Star Wars, in the lived-in universe version, right? Mm-hmm. It still didn't look like a piece of shit to me. It just looked like something that's very hard to maintain because it's huge and what, like, you know what I like, I don't get the rat rod patina from the Falcon, right?
Yeah. No, I understand what you're saying, because like, you look at their X-Wings and their Y-Wings, and they're just the fucking same as the Millennium Falcon.
Yeah.
It's just a look. I totally get what you're saying. And I'm going to come back to the Mandalorian on this one. Why is it,
bastard?
Why is it in the New Republic, they're still flying shitty old X-Wings and Y-Wings that they had to use in the rebellion?
Yeah.
But surely they don't have to use those anymore, because they were like leftovers of a bygone age that they used, and they're still shitty,
more civilized,
and they're still broken panels.
Can I just point out something that makes no sense at all? Why is an X-Wing's attack position with the things open so that it's just a bigger radar target?
It's supposed to be maneuverability, isn't it? It's the fighter pilots thing, but it's
the aerodynamics of space suggest that you should open the foils.
It makes no sense. It just looks cool.
Yeah, because I always felt like
that's all.
I didn't have to be very old before I saw that and thought to myself, wait a minute, you're just making yourself easier to hit. How can that be a good thing? Attack position should have the damn guns come in tight, But
well, this is the thing that always makes me laugh about fans when they're, you're talking about like a history of a ship. It was just a fucking model, but they made to look cool.
Yeah.
And they had to give a backstory and a reason and all this kind of stuff. Why? This is the T65 X-Wing, and then it was made by such shipyards, blah, 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 and they did that in the other. No, shut up! It's just bits and bobs of stuff glued together with styrene and bits of rods, and so it looks different, and that's why the TIE fighter looks like it does. So it looks different to an X-Wing, so you can tell the difference. Did
you get to the spot in the Mandalorian movie where they have the big Imperial walkers?
Oh, that was earlier on. Yeah,
Yeah, and they're walking along the edge of a cliff as if that's a good idea. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Why don't they just use ships?
Yes.
I know. It's so stupid.
It makes... But it's cool.
Yeah, no, I get the cool factor. And when I was first watching the movies and not, watching it for the 50th time, Empire or whatever, you know what I mean, right? When the walkers first show up and you get the size and the pullback of the view and all that, it's awesome. But when you've had a chance to truly think it through, it's dumber than dumb.
Well, they proved the point in that movie because the only weapons on an AT-AT and their variation of AT-AT, it wasn't different to most other things. Is all the guns are on the head.
Yeah. Right? Okay.
So then Mando goes underneath and above. They go, oh, where is he? We can't see him. We go. Do you ever think about putting guns on the top or the belly or like a B-17?
Yeah.
You have ways of defending a vehicle like that with a belly, a rear, and a top gunner. Yeah. No.
Even the Millennium Falcon has that kind of thing going on, right?
So it just goes to show you that the AT-AT is the most stupid design vehicle.
It's designed. Ever. It's designed to look amazing when defeated. Right?
Well, it's designed to look ominous and powerful, and it's approaching Hoth, and it's got his guns pointing forward.
Yeah,
perfect for that film.
You may start your landing.
Any other use of it is stupid because it's the most ridiculous vehicle that you can imagine.
Yeah,
like you say, just fly.
Yeah, somebody in management should have looked at the design and went, "You're kidding."
Yeah,
right.
The thing about Empire is there was kind of like this idea going around the shield generator and all that kind of stuff on Hoth. Prevented repulsor lift vehicles.
On
the surface of the planet, which makes the AT-AT, a good choice.
Or a Skidoo, but
But exactly. But anywhere else, they just bring bring it out because it just looks cool.
Yeah, it's iconic now, right? It's funny. It's funny. I love the idea of them because it's so cool. But as soon as you start, and it's Star Wars, you're not supposed to put that whole thing to it, right? It's not supposed to, they don't explain this, well, except midichlorians if fucking, But,
also the thing is, it was so easy to defeat. Yeah, Mando just puts like a bomb on the, not just the leg of the, not the leg of the thing.
No, I think he put it on the penis, right? He put it on the penis.
He put it on that one strut that comes down from the ankle that kind of like stabilizes.
Love to watch it strut.
and so basically, it just breaks its ankle and it just falls over.
Achilles all over again, right?
Yeah, we're back to Homer again.
Yeah. That's right, because his foot does that whole little, I'm a sick deer and somebody help me, please thing, right? Which is just,
Stop it, Star Wars. Stop it.
Yeah. But there has been some Star Wars, newer Star Wars that I've really liked. And then you get that at the same time, right? It's very confusing. Because you get people on the internet going, oh, it's over, it's gone. And you get other people going, that's pretty good. But they're talking about two different properties within
let's say the same thing about Star Trek as well. It's just like, It's like Star Trek is dead to me.
Well, I mean, I ranted and raved about the first episode of Star Trek Strange New Worlds, the new season.
Mhm.
But I haven't ranted and raved about episodes 2 and 3.
Yeah. Oh, I haven't seen the third one yet.
I did. I'm going to have to watch it again because I don't know if I was just in a bad mood. Or,
Oh, dear.
You know,
Oh, it put you in a bad mood.
yeah, it was a thing.
Yeah, that's a sad thing that maybe it did put you in a bad mood because it was just wrong and crap or whatever.
Well,
But,
it was so predictable. Every now and then it caught me, but for the most part, I was like, oh God, yeah, okay. That's an arc I've never seen before.
And like someone points out in the chat, you still haven't watched Andor.
Well, I've okay, wait a minute. Is Andor 1 season or 2?
2.
Okay, so I've watched season 1.
Aha. Okay.
Okay, yes. Let's fix that some. I watched season 1, but then got stalled by maybe Silo and a couple things and was concerned about committing to season 2. But we're going to talk about this all, you never watch and blah, blah, blah. Because I watched the first big episode of Firefly yesterday.
Oh, what was the first big episode? Well, you mean the first episode?
Yeah, but it's like an hour and a half long or something. Like it's basically a movie with commercial breaks, right?
If I remember rightly, that was never intended to be the first episode either.
Yeah, from what I understand, there's some real clusterfuckness about the episodes and the way they're released and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
But I did find I I don't know if this is sacrilege or not, but I like it. Number one, I like it. But to me, the weakest cast member is the captain.
Oh, that's fighting words.
Yeah, see, I figured as much. But as an actor, I find his performance is the weakest in the first big movie episode anyway.
That's interesting.
Yeah.
What happened?
I'm a big fan.
What happens in it? Sorry, what happens in it? Is that the train heist?
No. Let's see here. They
obviously they start off with a war.
Well,
a war, aren't they?
Yeah, brown coat guys running around in this weird leather jacket, shooting and stuff on the ground, and I just couldn't buy him in that role. It was really, really tough to get through that part. But then, boom, it's over, and it's like 8 years later or whatever, and he's the captain of the ship, and they're doing a illegal salvage. And some of the other, whatever they're called, Federation-like people almost catch them. And
all right, okay.
Right. And then they run off and they got to go do a deal because they got to sell these bars that have the marking of whatever on them. And they have a shootout. Yeah, and it's all like Western and and the whole music of the show is a little like Western Johnny Cash like, and it's all kind of throwing me off. But there was enough in it that I do want to see what comes next.
Yes, I think you'll find the captain Nathan Fillion, who plays him. I think you'll grow to like him more in the other episodes. He does come out of his shell a bit more, I think. Yeah, I think. But I think you'll like his cohort buddy. Can't remember his fucking name now. The one with the guns. the fucking nut job. He's brilliant. Well, see, in what I've seen so far, all of their personality things aren't sussed out very well yet. So you got the blonde pilot guy. Yeah. Right. And then you've got, he's good. Yeah. You've got the darker skinned girl with the long curly hair, very slim, his
pretty
wife.
girl. Yeah, the pilot's wife or girlfriend.
yeah.
I wasn't sure yet, right?
Yeah,
Then there's a real pretty girl who seems to be the mechanic, and she
Yeah.
got shot, and we weren't sure if she was going to live, right?
Yeah.
I like her very much.
She's great.
Monica Baccarin, who I'm a huge fan of, plays the
concubine.
the concubine or whatever, right? You know, I really like her in the show so far. And then we've got this
the priest.
Yeah, the preacher guy or whatever. I really like his whole lost in confusion about what's going on and stuff. His thing worked out pretty good. They literally took a dead body and just threw it over the door as it was closing, and I was like, "Wow, okay, you know, here we go, right?"
Yeah,
and there's some good. I can see myself watching it. I'm gonna be annoyed though that it just ends, right?
Yeah,
that sucks.
Yeah. That's why they did the movie Serenity, but that's still not enough.
Yeah.
No, it's been a while since I've seen it. Because, like I say, you know, you have to remind me what's in the bloody show.
Yeah.
But I might have to go watch it again.
Yeah.
Because it is good.
Okay.
It is good. They do hold the Western kind of style. It's little house on the prairie in space with guns.
Yeah. There's
Bonanza.
The theme song and everything was really throwing me off.
Yeah, it's great. I love it.
Yeah, it turns out I butchered her name, but of course I would, right? Oh, and then there's that summer chick, as the little freaky girl that they unthought or whatever, right?
Yeah, she's good too. It's a great
Unfortunately,
character ensemble, I gotta say.
With Summer, I already know a bit of her character arc. Because for the poster for Serenity, the movie that comes after, right? Because I know that's got to be the Firefly movie because they call the ship Serenity, right?
Yeah.
She's all posed like she's Miss I'll kill you if you even say the wrong word. So I know that she's really smart thing is gonna, right? You know, I wish I didn't know that, right?
There's only a couple of moments in the show where she shows signs of that, and they're fucking brilliant. They really just like let her loose on Serenity, where, you know, by which point, you know, it's like the truth behind her has come out.
Right. Yeah. That's enough.
No, I'm not going to tell you anymore, but you know.
Yeah, but that's already enough because now I know, right? You know. I'm very susceptible to spoilers. Very, very, right? I remember this shit. Oh, it sucks.
Oh, and of course you didn't mention the doctor who the engineers got the hots for. Summer's brother.
Oh yeah, right. Okay, right. Yeah,
he's the reluctant bones.
Yeah,
on the ship. He doesn't want to be there, but
he comes across as British royalty that's out of place or something. You know,
that's exactly what he is.
Yeah, figures. Yeah.
You'll see more of that as the story progresses. But
yeah, but yeah. So
I'm glad it piqued your interest. Yeah, that's.
He's been
that's all you can
4 years about it. So.
That's all you can hope for is it piques your interest.
Yeah. You know, I did try to watch this show once before months ago, and I just couldn't get through that opening battle scene with this guy in a brown leather trench coat running around like a soldier. It's like, what the fuck is this? You know? Yeah. And I still had a hard time with that opening segment this time. I really, really, really think the show could have done that with the odd flashback of memory and just got the fuck on with it.
Yeah, I think that was the original intention.
You know, yeah, I think that was a mistake. But, you know, hindsight, right? Yeah. Hold on here. Liam Wakefield. in the chat has the picture I'm talking about with that Summer Glau chick all posed like, I will kill you, right?
I mean, it's great because they cast her because she's a ballet dancer.
Is that how it works?
Yeah, she's basically a dancer and just can just move amazingly. And it comes out more in Serenity than it does in the series, but
they did that in the TV show Arrow. They had her come in as some corporate killer chick in the business world, but it turned out she was actually pretty lethal as well and had all the moves and stuff, for all that crime fighting shit that those shows were about, right?
Yeah.
But
so they get typecast.
yeah, well, she was really good at it, right? And Hollywood's got a history of this because Jean-Claude Van Dancer comes from being a dancer, not a martial artist.
Did he? I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's why I always tease him and call him Jean-Claude Van Dancer because that's where he comes from, right?
Okay.
Yeah, and then they just, taught him a few extra moves.
So he could have done, Saturday Night Fever then.
Yeah, or Serenity, man. Imagine him doing that. He doesn't have the tits for it, but, neither does she really. So yeah, that'll be interesting to watch. There's something else I
don't think it'll disappoint.
Yeah,
you'll probably watch it and you go watch the whole thing. And go, I get it now.
yeah. It's
Although
one of those.
It's one of those things that actually, the more you watch it, the more comes out to you.
But it's also one of those things where you're going to watch it, and by the time you feel it really firing on all cylinders and being the show it could be, there's no more left.
Yeah,
and that pisses me off. Right? It'll be like that show with J.K. Simmons that I really liked, and Sissy Spacek, I think it was.
Yeah,
the Nike guy.
Yeah. But at least
you pissed me off.
Yeah, but at least
Yeah.
Because that's the one thing about Night Sky and other shows that
you didn't know they were going to.
Yeah. There's so many shows that just never get a chance.
And that's one of these things that Netflix and all have got to start realizing that if you're going to keep killing shows just like this, the public is not going to bother watching them in the beginning. They're just going to go, well, I'll wait and see if there's a season 2.
Yeah, that's very true.
Right?
I see that in my wife's choices as well.
Yeah.
She looks at a show and say, well, how does it end? And was it cancelled? What did I mean, you can imagine like Star Trek. They just do like one season of Star Trek, and that was it.
Yeah.
And we would probably never have. Not only would we have not more Star Trek, but the amount of shows it influenced. There's a lot of stuff we might not have had.
Damn right. Right. I mean, poor Patrick Stewart would have been stuck on stage for his whole life.
Oh, he's in I, Claudius.
Does he hold a sword?
He holds a sword. He's got hair.
Wow. So he was in his 20s?
I'm not sure if it's his own hair or he's borrowed it from someone else. But he's acting to his greatest.
Yeah. He was born bald, and his mother even said it was a smooth birth.
Little old Patty.
Yeah. There was a reference there that I wanted to continue, and I can't remember.
No.
Yeah, shit. I had a good one too.
Those moving camera things.
Yeah. The chat 401'd me, and I almost went back too far for it. Liam
Wakeful says Mando is just a series of fetch fetch quests.
Yeah, exactly, right? The Mandalorian is literally just the side quests from Zelda put into video, right?
Moving camera things.
Yeah. First and last name was saying Van Damme was like pro kickboxing and karate and stuff. If that's the case, then I've got the wrong reference to somebody that I used to call a dancer as one of the action people from back in the day, right? But yeah, I mean, it seemed to fit Jean-Claude Van Dancer instead of Dam, so I just assumed it was him. But one of them
is Steven Seagal.
What
was he? Was he a ballet dancer?
No, I think. Yeah, if he was, it was at the men's club, you know.
A belly dancer.
Yeah. He was the belly they danced on. But yeah, there was one of those dudes, and I mean, of course, we know it's not Chuck Norris because, well, he kills everyone. But one of those dudes was like from the world of dance and brought in to be an action star. Yeah.
David Carradine, Kung Fu.
Dark Star Games is saying Swayze.
Oh, Patrick Swayze. Yeah, he was a dancer.
Was he?
Yeah. That's why he's in so many dancing movies, for fuck's sake.
I don't know. I watched Dirty Dancing and then just kind of didn't watch his movies anymore. Right?
Kevin Bacon, Footloose, when all the dance sequences are done by somebody else.
Kevin Bacon. I always figured he picked that name just because he wants to be Canadian.
Yeah.
You know?
He's Jewish.
Is he?
It's just ironic.
Yeah. Alanis Morissette should have used that one in her song. With the last name Bacon, and you're really Jewish.
He wanted it to be his name to be Bagel Bacon, but
he just wasn't New York enough.
Yeah, they wouldn't allow it. I like Kevin Bacon. He's all right. I prefer Kevin Gammon. To be honest with you. Well,
it's
a much nicer ham. Yeah, go on, sorry. I'm gibbering that. Go on.
The dude who did Footloose and the songs from Top Gun there. What's his name? The American singer.
Kenny Loggins.
Kenny Loggins, yeah. Whenever I hear a Kenny Loggins song, I always picture Kevin Bacon with a guitar singing them. I really do. It's hilarious. I can't seem to get over it.
Everybody cut, everybody cut, da, da, everybody cut, everybody cut. Didn't Kenny Loggins do the outro song to Caddyshack?
Yeah, I bought his record because of that. I have that, and even right now, down in my record collection, down in my living room, my son and I have the soundtrack to Caddyshack because of that song.
What the fucking else is on that?
I don't know. I'm not brave enough to put the needle anywhere else. You know?
Is it? I mean, is it? I can't imagine. Well, there weren't any other contemporary songs on there. It's going to be just like lots of incidental music, and then right at the end, you got Kenny Loggins. I'm all right.
Yeah, you got what's his name, the comedian there, no respect, and he just does 3 minutes of fart sounds, and that's a song, right? What's his name? Fuck.
Which one?
Rodney Dangerfield.
Rodney Dangerfield. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, good old Rodney.
Yeah. I mean, the whole idea of the movie Caddyshack is hilarious because the movie was supposed to be way more about the caddies until Chevy Chase and Dangerfield and shit showed up and just turned it into a fucking just let the cameras roll and we'll sort a movie out of it after, you know.
Well, if it was all about Danny, the caddy.
Yeah.
Jesus, what a dull film that would have been. He was a great foil for all the action between Bill Murray, Chevy Chase, and Rodney Dangerfield. He was perfect for that. Yeah. But if it was just about him, I wouldn't fucking watch it, and it would never have been a classic.
No. And why did he have an Irish girlfriend?
Well,
you know,
that sounds racist. Why not?
No, it's not racist.
Because it's racist. Why not have an Irish girlfriend?
Because it was an odd point in comedic movie history to just throw a chick girlfriend with an accent into the movie. Like, I remember as a kid, I was
she's Irish. That's funny. It's Irish.
Yeah. I remember when she gets really mad at him. No, you don't. It was hilarious, man. You know, but it was
the irony is she's probably not even Irish.
Yeah, no, I'm pretty sure she was. And I remember just not that long ago, maybe like 5 years in life, looking up some of the cast from that movie. Like, what did the No Names do? And I think she did like 1 or 2 movies after that, and then just went away and did something else. You know, she's one of those, I can't be bothered with this.
She went up and worked at a golf club.
Yeah. She was a ball washer.
That's a different. No. I said she worked at a golf club. What you're thinking of is something completely different.
Yeah, she worked at the 19th hole.
Probably where Danny is as well.
Yeah. But you know, like the Danny character worked really good with Chevy Chase. You know, do you do drugs, Danny? Every day. Good. You know, those moments, right? But otherwise, some of the Danny moments, like when the tough guy Scott Baio looking with the leather gloves on his knuckles wants to fight him and stuff. I'm just sitting there like, would you just get on with the real movie, you know?
But it was quite funny because you know that character he was like, you know, the cool kid of the caddies, and you know it's like, you know, when he was like playing the match at the end, and he's like smoking a cigarette, and he just like flicks it out, just flicks it across the green and take his shot. Yeah, he was cool. I liked him, but.
My thoughts of him was, if you were in my school, buddy, I'd kick your fucking head in, you little wannabe fuck. I didn't like him at all.
I think he'd probably thinking the same about you.
Yeah, well, he would have lost. Anybody putting up a pretense like that don't got it.
Yeah, but he's got the golf club.
Yeah. Hey, shit, we've gone past the hour.
Are we spent our seed? Yeah. Sadly, it landed in the live chat. We don't provide cloths or, you know, or bathing facilities. But, you don't have to swallow. It's all right.
Oh, God.
Poor live chat. Have to wash their hair now.
Yeah. Just think of it like a punk rock concert, and it'll all make sense.
Not one I've been to. Not like that. Yeah. That's probably why I never went to a Sex Pistols gig.
I think it would be more like the band Fear. You know, one of those really fucked up things. Then again, I mean, Metallica put out an album called Load that literally had load on the album cover. Right? Yeah. Sperm and blood mixed or something, like stuff.
What?
Fuck. Yeah. Something weird like that. It's just weird, you know? just another reason to not like later Metallica. I just can't deal with it. You know,
or early Metallica.
I know I like them.
Or any Metallica.
Yeah, I like Metallica up until Justice. Everything after that just kind of leaves me behind.
Yeah, that's when Patrick Stewart joined and put on a French accent and just ruined it. It's when Disney bought Metallica.
Yeah.
Tried to franchise it.
You know, when they brought out a song, Enter Sandman, and tried to be really heavy, and James Hetfield's doing his whole thing and whatnot, and they're just, you know.
I wouldn't know.
Yeah, it just didn't work for me.
Mm.
But
just one of those bands I just can't be bothered even to find out.
It was a moment in life where Skid Row were heavier than Metallica. That's weird, you know. That's weird. So,
what?
I don't know. I think it's time to bugger off and let people go and do something else that'll probably enrich their lives, because this surely didn't.
Well, I don't know about that.
May have entertained their lives some, but there's not a lot of enrichment.
Yeah, we'll go back and watch it again, and then come back in the comments and tell you how much we enriched your life, or not.
There you go.
Yeah, put a poll up in the chat.
Yeah, put a 1 if you were enriched, and put a 2 if you weren't,
and a 3 if you just cuz,
and a 4 if you want Dunk's number. Yoda got a big game, babies.
Yeah, that's an enrichment you can't handle.
So, what do you think, Dunk? We should sign off. Let the people be people. Let the drunks be drunks. And let the stoners roll another joint.
Space, the final frontier.
These are the voyages of the starship Shills. Our ongoing mission to explore strange new thoughts and to reach out to new degradations.
Sponsors. No, we'll never get them.
Subscribers.
Klingons off the starbound. Yeah, go on. Let's just hit the button. Go, fuck it.
Okay, so go fuck it. Thank you, everybody. Thanks to our team on the show here, where, you know, they kind of do all of that stuff in the background that, well, we're not very good at doing.
Well, they did fuck all here.
I mean, my laundry hasn't been done, but, you know.
But the other shows, yeah.
We'll thank them anyway, because
because we're nice like that.
Yeah, we got Mexican Girls, we got PJ CNET, Shayna Caldwell, Jose, David Worley, AI Alchemist, Chris Lundy, Liam Wakefield. Thanks, everybody. Did that sound genuine?
Did you say PJ CNET?
I think so. PJ CNET,
Punchy net.
Punchy Net.
Punchy net.
Put them up. Okay, we need a thing. The put them up, puppy or kitty, whatever that is, and we'll do a PJ gag out of that.
Yeah, you can do that.
Yeah. I'm right on it. Yeah.
Sounds like
can you see? I'm doing it right now.
Yeah, sounds like effort. You can do that.
Oh, I'm working so hard. Feels like laying pipe.
And don't forget, if your wife doesn't find you handsome, make sure you're dandy.
Hold on.
Something like that. Gibberish.
Here, I'm gonna set a redirect over to Nick's channel because they're hanging out right now, and
Does it redirect us?
Yeah.
That would be funny if we just suddenly fucking showed up on his show.
Yeah. All of a sudden, his show morphs into hexagons.
Yeah, we should just come on and start talking about Mandalorian, and he's talking about Trump's latest exposure or something.
Here's how it works, everybody. If you all of a sudden find Nick's show entertaining, you know we're there.
Beam us over, Mr. Scott.
So it's good night for me.
And it's good night for him.
Take care, everybody. See you soon.
Stay shitty.